Hello there, this is Peter Harry. Welcome to my channel. It's so good to be with you again. It's been a while. How has everything been? How has life been? How has business been? How has family been? And everything. I trust that you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, and I trust that God has been faithful. All right. So today I want to share with you certain tips about how to deal with rejection. Yes, how to deal with rejection in love, in friendship, and then even life in general. Yes, how to deal with rejection in love, in friendship, and then in life in general. Okay, but before we begin, just in case you are new to this platform, to this channel, to this page, please, I'd like to crave your indulgence. Do well to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Just by all means, try as much as possible. Put on your post notification just to ensure that you don't miss out on any of our quality content, to keep up with the inspiring content that we'll be sharing on this platform in the days and weeks and months and even years to come. All right. Thank you so much as you do that, as you subscribe and like and follow the page. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Okay, so let's get started. Talking about rejection. Rejection is something that most, if not all of us, will experience at one point or the other. Okay? Rejection is a common and even a natural life phenomenon. Everyone experiences rejection from time to time. We experience rejection from loved ones. We experience rejection in love and relationships sometimes. Sometimes you feel so strongly and passionate about someone, and you believe that it would be great and awesome to spend the rest of your life with such a person, and then they don't feel the same way. They reject you. Sometimes you meet a friend and you invest so much, you try and put in so much into that friendship just because you believe that this person will make a great friend for you, but somehow they just don't reciprocate it. You feel rejected. Sometimes you apply for jobs, you see opportunities that you know would be awesome for you to be part of, and then you try to give it a go, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes there are even situations whereby you have been on the job for a while, and then just when you thought that you're beginning to grow and to climb up the corporate ladder, you probably receive a termination of appointment, and you feel rejected, you feel downcast, and then you begin to wonder, where do I go from here, right? It's a common life phenomenon, like I said before, right? So have you ever felt rejected? Have you ever felt like, you've been rejected, especially in love, in relationships, in marriage? Have you ever felt rejected in love? Have you ever felt rejected in friendship? How did you deal with it? And where do you go from there? What do you do about it? So I'll be sharing with you 5 tips. Yes, just 5 very practical tips and steps on how to deal with such rejection whenever you experience them, whenever you experience rejection. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know about rejection is that it is normal. Okay, it is normal. And so you must learn not to take it personally. So that's the first tip. Do not take rejection personally. Do not take it to heart. Do not let it define who you are, or see it as though it is because of who you are that you have been rejected. Sometimes someone may reject you, not necessarily because of who you are, but just because as a result of their own value system. Okay? So learn to take rejection as simply a feedback of the other person's value system. Okay? Rejection is merely a feedback of the other person's value system. So don't take it personally. Don't take it personally as much as you can. Rejection is merely feedback. And then if you are honest and sincere with yourself, you would acknowledge that there have also been times and situations that you also rejected other people. Okay? So do not feel like you are the only one who has ever experienced rejection or who is being rejected. You also have rejected some other people for reasons best known to you. Okay? You have rejected people probably because their character, their value system did not align with yours. And it's also perfectly normal that you can be rejected because your value system does not align with that of the person with whom you thought you could build a life with, a relationship with, a career with. Okay? So that's the first thing that you need to know. It is normal. Don't take it personally. Take it as a feedback. Okay? And then, secondly, just in case you feel hurt, recognize as well that it is okay to feel hurt. Yes, just like I said, although rejection is perfectly normal and it is a common life phenomenon, it doesn't stop you from feeling hurt. It doesn't stop you from feeling pained as a result of the rejection. So yes, do not try to deny how you feel about having been rejected. It is normal, yes, but you still feel pain. So feel the pain, feel the hurt, but learn to get over it as soon and as quickly as possible. Feel the pain that you feel. Feel the hurt that you feel. It is normal, right? It's okay. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel hurt as a result of the rejection, especially when you were very emotionally attached to this person that has rejected you. It's okay to feel hurt. I understand. But do well to get beyond that pain, to get beyond that hurt as soon and as quickly as possible. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the pain. Don't get stuck in the hurt. Do well to move beyond it. Do well to get out of it as much as possible. But the question is, how do you do that? How do you get out of this pain? How do you get out of this hurt? Now that you feel pain and hurt, how do you get out of it? Okay? That will lead us to the next tip, which is tip number 3, or step number 3 to dealing with rejection, which is do not reject yourself. Just because some other person or persons have rejected you does not mean you should also reject yourself. And then somebody's wondering, how do you mean reject myself? Is it possible for me to reject myself? Yes. It's technically very possible for you to also reject yourself. How do you do that? It is when you begin to define yourself by their rejection, when you begin to label yourself, when you begin to tag yourself either as a failure, as not good enough, as incapable of being loved or of being accepted, as unworthy of love, unworthy of acceptance, unworthy of that desire of yours. When you begin to label yourself and tag yourself with those remarks with which the rejection came, then you are inadvertently rejecting yourself as well. So by all means, do not reject yourself. Remind yourself of your worth. And that's how not to reject yourself. Remind yourself of your worth. Remind yourself that you are worthy of love, worthy of friendship, worthy of acceptance, worthy of being in that position that you honestly and sincerely desire for yourself. Okay? So just because you have been rejected from certain opportunities, from certain positions, rejected from certain people's lives, do not mean that you are not worthy or that you do not deserve it. You deserve it. You are worthy of it. Tell yourself that. Remind yourself that you are worthy. Remind yourself of the value, the inherent value that you carry within yourself as a person, as a human being, and perhaps most importantly, as a child of God. Okay? So remind yourself of your worth, of your own worth, from your own eyes, and also your worth through the eyes of God. Okay? Just because you were not good enough or you were considered not good enough by someone else does not mean that you are actually not good enough. Okay? There's a quote that I like to say. You cannot convince a monkey that honey is sweeter than banana. All right? You cannot convince a monkey that honey is sweeter than banana. Why? Because as far as the monkey is concerned, his tastes and preferences are more inclined towards the banana. All right? So if a monkey chooses to reject honey, it does not mean that honey is bitter. It does not mean that honey is no longer sweet. It's just that honey, the value of honey is not what the monkey appreciates. All right? So that's what you need to remind yourself of. The value that you carry is just not what this person that has rejected you appreciates. However, that value is still very much inherent in you. All right? And then number 4 tip that you need to know and apply is that you need to develop yourself to become even more valuable. Yes, become even more valuable than you already are. Yes, you are valuable just the way you are. You have your inherent worth as you are right now. But you don't need to stop there. You don't have to stop there. You don't have to remain at that same level for the rest of your life, right? You need to develop yourself, make yourself even more valuable to yourself, more valuable to others. Enhance your worth. Yes. Grow your worth. How do you do this? How do you develop and increase your value? First, learn new things, right? You learn new things. You read wide. Listen to educational and inspiring contents, videos, audios. Read, develop your mind, expand the scope of your mind, and then take courses. If you need to get a new degree, whatever it is that will enhance your value, whatever it is, if you need to learn a new skill, please by all means do that. Okay? Add value to the value that you already have. The more you develop yourself, the more you enhance yourself, you become more valuable to yourself and to others, then you become even more attractive and appealing to new and better opportunities, to new and better prospects, new and better partners, new and better jobs and careers, and all of the opportunities that you may have been rejected from in the past. Okay? So that's very important. Don't get stuck. Don't remain at the same level for too long. Right? And then finally, the most important step that's in addition to all of these things that we have said, as a wrap-up, try again. Okay? Try again. You may have been rejected in the past. You can try again. You may have been rejected by a loved one. It doesn't mean that someone else will not accept you, or someone else will not even be glad and feel and appreciates the value of who you are. Just because someone rejected you in a love relationship before now doesn't mean that you should give up on love. Just because a friend deserted you before now doesn't mean you should give up on friendship. Just because a boss or a company rejected you before now doesn't mean you should give up on your career. Try again. As you develop new skills, enhance your worth, enhance your value, give it another shot. Because if you do not try again, then you become a failure. Then your last rejection becomes your tag and your identity. So don't let that be you. Give it another shot. Try again at your missed opportunities. Try again at your missed targets. Try again even with new and better prospects. I guarantee you that success is just around the corner. Yes, you will succeed. You will excel. That's my prayer for you today. All right? Okay. So that's been it on how to deal with rejection. Just as a recap, up to everything I've said, always remember that you should never take rejection personally. All right? It's just a feedback. It's just a feedback of their value system. It's not all about you. Okay? So don't take it personally. And then remember also, it's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel pained. All right? But do well to move on beyond the pain. Do well to move on beyond the hurt. And then number 3, do not reject yourself. Remind yourself of your own worth and inherent value. And then in spite of the rejection, continue to develop yourself, right? Develop yourself. Continue to be on a journey of ever increasing improvements, all right? And then finally, try again, try again. So that's all for today that I'd really love to share with you. And just like I requested in the beginning of this video, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, and God bless you as you do so. If you have any questions, anything that you'd like me to talk about in my subsequent videos, please let me know in the comments. If you have found this video helpful, please do well to share with friends, with your loved ones, with your relatives, and God bless you as you do that. I'll see you very, very soon. God bless you.